Hi, it's Kristen. Welcome back and welcome to the third video in my Enneagram book recommendation series. And in this video, I am delighted to share with you all of the books that are best for a type 3 personality. And type 3 personality, I'd like to call the overachiever. These are the people who are driven by success. They are adaptable, excelling, driven, image conscious, usually charming, ambitious, energetic, all of those things. So the basic fear of a type 3 is of being worthless, of having no purpose, nothing that they're meant to do. And the basic desire of a type 3 is to feel valuable and worthwhile. Growing up as a gifted child in school, I feel like this was always the personality type that people gave me. Now that I'm older, I know that it isn't me, but there is this part of a type 3 in me, and I really do understand type 3. So type 3s, if you are watching this, let's talk about the books that are best for you. And first, I want to tell you a book that has a character like you, and that is Bronwyn from the book One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus. This is a YA thriller mystery book which has like Breakfast Club vibes, and in it is this main character named Bronwyn, who is your typical type A, like all A student, overachieving. She's gonna go to like an Ivy League school and be really successful, and she does all the extracurriculars. That's Bronwyn, and so you will relate to her very much. But I also think that seeing Bronwyn kind of go on a little internal journey as you go through this book might be beneficial for you. It's also just like this engaging mystery, and so I think that this would be a great book for you. Another book with a character that is like you, ambitious, driven, is The Count of Monte Cristo. And Edmond Dantes, the main character, is someone who I think that you would be able to relate to. He has the perfect life, everything he could ever want. Perfect woman, perfect job, successful. He's worked hard for it. And then something happens and he gets in jail. And through his desire to be somebody and to work hard, he escapes from prison and sets out to achieve revenge on everyone who has wronged him in the past. And I think that just the level of work ethic and the core values of achievement and success will create a close connection between you and Edmund. And besides that, this is just a classic I think everyone should read. It's fun, but also really intense, and I highly recommend it. And perhaps most perfectly of all, type 3, a character who is so very much like you, is Achilles in the Song of Achilles. So this beautiful lyrical story follows the relationship between Achilles and Patroclus. It's a Greek mythology retelling, of course, and I think that a type 3 is just like Achilles, because Achilles is this character who knows that he has this gift and he wants to achieve it. He wants to be the very best soldier and all of the best of all the Greeks, basically. He wants to be the best, and he's willing to sacrifice so much to be the best. And I think type 3s are also willing to sacrifice a lot to be the best and to get success. And I think there's so much in Achilles that you'll be able to relate to, and this book is wonderful, so definitely pick this one up. The last book that I would like to recommend to a type 3 that's based on a character that's like you is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And this book follows Evelyn Hugo, who is certainly, I think, a type 3, because Evelyn Hugo comes from, basically nothing and makes a name for herself. And that story of rags to riches, I think, is something that you see happen a lot for type 3s, because they're driven by success. They want to make a name for themselves, and that's what Evelyn Hugo does. The story is technically historical fiction, but it really just reads like a powerful, romance slash fame story, and it's so highly rated. You'll enjoy reading it, and when you follow Evelyn's story, I think that you'll see a lot of similarities between yourself and her. And the last book that I recommend in this series for each type is a book that I think could help you grow. And this book is so important to me that it's actually sitting on the shelf and I don't want to take it off, so I'll just point to it. It's The Complete Tales and Poems of Winnie the Pooh by A.A. Milne. And type 3, the reason I'm recommending this book to you is because when you work so hard, I feel like sometimes you just need a reminder about why you're working so hard in the first place, like what the point of it all is. And you will find the point of it all in Winnie the Pooh. You will find family and friends and love and beauty and goodness and kindness. And I hope that that will remind you and keep in sight of the things that really matter. Because I understand your struggle, because there is a little bit of type 3 in me. So I get it. And there you have it. Those are all the books that I would recommend to a type 3, books I think you really need to read. If you're a type 3, let me know if you feel like these recommendations kind of hit home for you. If you're not a type 3, but you have some ideas of other books that type 3s would enjoy, leave that as well so that we can start like a big TBR list to help out all the type 3s. And otherwise, I hope that I see you in another video in this series, or just again because I love you all, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye.